Okay, so this is going to be my first video, and I thought it'd be a good idea to start with a call from my friend. Start with my foundation routine, and this is not necessarily what I do every day because it's the summer, but it's what I do when I am going out of the house, which I actually don't do a lot during the summer. So this is kind of a basic routine that you could use for school or when you're going out to lunch or something. I did a very simple eye. All I did is mascara and eyeliner, so I mean, it's pretty basic, pretty simple, really easy. All right, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my face, and I'm going to be using a combination of the Smashbox Photo Finish Color Corrector in the green color and the Bare Essentials Prime Time Foundation Primer. So I'm going to squirt about that much of that one on my hand and about that much of that one on my hand, so you can kind of see how much I'm using. And I just like to use my fingers to apply this because then I know how much I am applying. And sorry if you see me looking away, I'm gonna look at the mirror just right behind the camera, but I haven't really got the perfect filming situation set up, but I kind of wanted to do my first video. So I just put that mostly in the T-zone because that's where I get the oiliest, but I do like it to help around my cheeks because they're so red, and then I just bring the rest down my neck. Okay, so the next thing that I do is my cheeks can get a bit dull because they are drier than the rest of my face, and this will get oily, so I want to add back. So I use the Girl Meets Pearl by Benefit, and I just squeeze like a tiny bit up, and I just dab it along my cheeks. I've got more on one side than the other, so I'm just gonna, and I just kind of rub that up and all over, kind of like a blush, but it's gonna be covered up, so don't be like, what are you doing? Okay, the next thing that I do is use the Ole Henriksen, I think that's how you say it, the Natural Perfect Truth CC Eye Cream. It has an SPF 15, which lots of people don't think about when you're doing your eye makeup. Like, you put your foundation on and whatever sunscreen, and you're like, okay, I'm good. You gotta protect your eye area too, because that is where you're gonna see the most, the earliest aging, if that makes sense. So it comes out like that. I just put a tiny bit on, and I dab it under my eyes, and you want to use your ring finger because that is like the weakest finger, or something like along those lines. Okay, so then now I'm ready to apply my actual foundation. The foundation that I use is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua, and I am in color B20 or beige. You really gotta shake this one up or you will end up with the gloop. So I just put, that much. I kind of vary every day, and I'm gonna use the Chanel foundation brush. It's 6. You can use whatever foundation brush. I just have this one, so why not use it, you know? Okay, so I apply in like stripes because you can work with this foundation for like a couple of minutes before it really sets in, so you can really blend this out. So I don't like to fully cover my red cheeks. I just try to blend the line of where they start so it doesn't look quite as harsh. Okay, so this is like a pretty fluffy foundation brush, so you can kind of blend a little bit with it. I'm gonna go under my eyes and on my eyelids again because I don't like to use an actual concealer on my eyes because I think it just looks cakey on me, but whatever you want to do. Okay. So then I have about that much left, not that much, and I'm just gonna blend it down my neck. Because, I mean, it's not, this foundation isn't light for me. It matches my face, but my face is lighter than the rest of my body because I put sunscreen on it. So I'm just gonna blend it down so that there's not a line, because that's my biggest pet peeve when you see a girl and it's like, oof, you know. I can't really help it because I have the redness, but I'm not gonna try and cover that up. Okay, so then I want to set it with a powder, and I'm going to use the Chanel Poudre Universelle Compact Natural Finish Press Powder in Translucent 2 or 30 Natural. And I really like this stuff because it's got a tiny bit of color, but you cannot see it when you apply it, like, or after you apply it. It's very nice and it's like a gentle powder. Okay, so now that I've got that applied, now I'm gonna do my bronzer. So obviously I said my foundation is a little bit, or my face is lighter than my body, so I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep. So I'm just gonna use a MAC 187 for that. Oh, and for the powder I used a MAC 150 powder brush. So this is the Duo Fiber brush. I love this thing, especially for applying bronzer all over the face, because you don't get like a ton in one area. So like I said, the lighting's probably going to be a little bit off. My face is probably going to look like way lighter than my body because I'm like filming in front of a window, because that's the only thing or place I really have to film. Don't mind the background. I have not cleaned my room in a while, but I was all excited. I wanted to do this, so okay. Next step is to contour. Contouring doesn't really show up too much on me, but I like how it adds the bronziness, and so I'm going to use the Chanel Tan de Soleil Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronze Universal. It's just that cream bronzer. I'm sure you've heard of it. And so looks like that, and I'm going to use a MAC 109 contouring brush and just go right in the hollow to my cheeks. Oh, you can see it. That's good. It looks very orange on the camera. Huh. Oh well. I'm just gonna blend it out. Okay. Next side. And don't worry if you think it looks like super orange. You can't really even see it in real life. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose, the sides of my nose, just to give a little more depth. And then that little area on the sides of my chin to contour that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, whatever, and just set the cream. And go in and over, and we're just gonna kind of go all over where we went. I'm gonna blend that line out a little bit more, then over my nose too. Okay, so there is that. Now I'm gonna put some chapstick on, just while I'm waiting. I'm gonna use the EOS Egg Lip Balm. This is passion fruit, I think. My favorite is the strawberry shortcake, but I don't know what that is right now. Okay, so now moving on to my eyes. Every day I really don't use that much on my eyes. Usually it's just mascara and eyeliner, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna get kind of close and try to stay in frame while I do this. So I use the Uemura eyelash curler. And just get right in there, get them all perky and such. Then I'm going to use the Lancôme Definicils Waterproof Mascara as my first coat. So I'm just going to lightly apply this and the bottom lashes. If I don't do my bottom lashes, it ends up looking kind of wonky. So there's that eye. First coat. Now this eye. This eye, I always have a harder time curling those lashes for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why. If it might be my hand angle, but these outer lashes always get a little bit crimped, if you can't see that. Okay, my camera cut off for some reason, but I'm just going to finish applying this bottom mascara. I'm sorry, my dog's barking in the background. He's kind of insane. And I'm going to apply a second coat to the top lashes and do eyeliner on the tight line, and then I'm going to be done for this video. So I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Waterproof Smooth Silk Eye Pencil, and this thing, I don't know how they got it so smooth and have it stay at the same time, but I literally, this eyeliner is insane. Okay, so now we have the tight line done. I'm sure that looks lovely. Okay, and now lips. For lips, I'm gonna use the YSL Rouge Volupte Shine in 15. I do not remember what the color is. I apologize about that, but gonna apply a liberal amount and let my hair down. Oh, my mom's home. And I'm done. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope maybe some tips and tricks, or maybe you discovered some new products that you might want to try out. I love everything that I use. The foundation stays on all day, no problems, especially when you set it with the powder that I use, the Chanel one. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Alright, bye.